What's up? Alright, so today's video, what I'm doing is I put a poll out on my Instagram, Facebook, on all of that. And this was the big prompt I put up. I said, if you have any dieting questions or fitness related questions, I'll do my best to help answer. I'm gonna quit talking on this intro shit and I'm just gonna get right to it. Alright, so let me look in here quick. First question I got was, any suggestions for dieting when only getting a 30-minute lunch on a 10 to 12 hour shift? Seems hard to get protein in. Me, myself, I work 12-hour shifts, right? So getting in meals and calories and protein in is very important. And I could see the trickiness and the struggle to that. What you're looking for is something that's easy and quick. Especially, I'm just gonna assume, I'm guessing something with like construction, something outside. I guess I don't know what hours you're working, like what time of the day, but let's just say it's like 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Let's just say that. So I would say before you go to work, so about 6:30, I would try to eat, I don't know, some eggs. I definitely try to eat some eggs and some protein in, some eggs and Greek yogurt. That's about like 25 grams of protein right there. And then you'll get to your, you'll get in, clock in, work a little bit. And then probably around like 11:30-ish, I would say try to kill like a protein bar. Bring a protein bar with you. This isn't like a lunch. That's just like, hey, something quick. I could just boom, 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 get a protein bar in. That's about 25 grams of protein right there. And then let's just say lunch is around 1 o'clock. I would definitely recommend like food prep. Let's just say you have like a chicken and like a quesadilla type of bowl, maybe a turkey wrap, something small, something quick. That's what we're looking for. Looking for something quick. They could just boom, boom, boom. Again, 30-minute lunch it ain't really that. It ain't that long. So sorry for your struggle, my boy. But yeah, I would definitely recommend something like that. That's about like 30 grams of protein, and then about 4 to 4:30, you're gonna have another like quick snack. This is all going in like a lunch pail, and around that time I would try to get like a protein shake of some sort. If you make your own, that's fine. You just protein powder and then some water, or if you buy the little shakes, it's about 25 to 30 grams of protein right there. And then post shift dinner, I would say, like, you'd get home, I'd probably say that would be, I don't know, like another, bowl of some sort, maybe a chicken sandwich or something. That's 30 grams right there, and you can add a little more here and there, but right there, that's already about 130 grams of protein, just spacing out. And that didn't even seem like that much, and that's already 130 grams of protein. And also, like, being on a shift like that, making sure you're staying hydrated, because if you're being dehydrated can lead to symptoms of being hungry, and no one likes to be dehydrated and especially hungry, especially on a shift like that. So, but just for like some snacks, like just some easy stuff that you can consume that's got a lot of protein, like hard-boiled eggs you can pack before, protein shakes you can pack before, protein bars you can pack before, beef jerky and turkey jerky, like that also is just plumb full of protein. Cottage cheese is pretty good. I think I said like hard-boiled eggs. Hard-boiled eggs are pretty good. If you're looking for like fats but also with some protein, I know like trail mix and like mixed nuts, they're pretty high calorie dense with some protein in it. But yeah, my boy, just food prep. That's the moral of it all. If you food prep, you'll be all right. Here for the second question, I got, what pushes you the most? Oh, that's good. I'd probably say just wanting to do better. Stronger my body gets, I know the stronger my mind will get. So for, hard times, I feel like your body's a good mirror of your brain. So let me explain a little more. So I feel like if you have a strong body makes a strong mind. So I know the stronger I get with my body, the stronger I am with my mind. And that goes like a super long way. I feel like You know, if you get like money problems and whatnot, that the stronger your body is, the stronger your mind will be to be able to go through those times. I would just say, you know, wanting to do better in life. I know the day I miss a gym, I feel like, what am I doing that day? I don't know. It's all about time management and what's important to you. And what's important to me is just doing better and improving my health day by day, baby step, one day at a time, one lift at a time. So I'd probably say, yeah, I would say that's what pushes me the most, is wanting to do better for not only myself, but the people around me. All right, so we got the next question coming in. We got, any diet I can do to fix a small cock? So I looked this up. My search history is fucked now. And there's no proven scientific research that can make your genitalia bigger.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I'm looking right now, at least for me, when I was 300 plus pounds to now, I could sit there and say, yeah, my thing got bigger.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Reducing belly fat and just fat overall makes the appearance of your penis bigger, but I wouldn't say like it makes it bigger.
Nope.
I don't know. Like, it's just kind of like the tree's gonna look bigger if you trim the hedges around it.
Disgusting!
The less body fat, the less stuff you got around it, the bigger it's gonna be. So clearly this was a joke, but I was actually kind of curious on like what like the research and the science behind this would be. So yeah, I would just say working out will definitely help, and keeping the hedges around the tree trimmed will also make it look bigger. But all right, next question I got on here, it was, what was your biggest fear during your journey? That is a great question. I love that question. Biggest fear. I only fear the big man up there, but I feel like fear is a different word. I would say maybe concerns. Concerns I had was, you know, clearly like loose skin, I guess. But I mean, I would say fear of failure. I feel like everyone fears failure, you know, because for me, what I did right away is I was posting like, I was a month into the gym and I was posting like pictures because I lost weight. I lost about 30 pounds my first month of trying, you know, dieting and working out. So trying to be held accountable. So I would just say like the biggest fear of it all was just like letting people down or fearing failure and looking like an idiot. You know, the reason why I was posting pictures, and even to this day, is just to be held accountable. You know, 'cause say you're posting pictures, progress pictures, you know, and your family's seeing it and they're like, oh, nice job. And then the next, you know, Christmas comes around and you look the same or bigger. They're like, oh, you know, oh, he failed on his diet again. So I would just say like fear failure, or, you know, yeah, I would just say my biggest fear was failing and not being able to change. Because when I started, I was fighting for my life. I mean, I was 17 and over 300 plus pounds, and I knew I would die. I was just fighting for my life. So I could say that could be one of my biggest fears was, you know, wanting to live longer. And if I don't do it now, because it only gets harder the older you get. So I knew if I don't do it now, then I don't know if I ever will. So yeah, I would just say fear of failure was definitely my biggest fear with it. So we got the last question here. If you want me to do another one of these videos, I'm totally down. Leave in the comments on all of these if you have any questions. I would love to do this. You'll get a shout out and everything. I don't care. I would love to keep answering your guys' questions, but we're gonna move on to the next one. What was the biggest challenge / test during your journey? Because like even now, I love food.
Go back to sleep and starve.
So it was like, I was such like a bored eater. I would just say the biggest challenge and test is, in my eyes, it doesn't matter. And even with you, you know, you see all these crazy transformations online, but you're like, it's not me. You haven't lived that. This isn't a realistic thing. in your head, like being like your whole life. At least for me, I was big my whole life. So being in shape, I guess, or being like proud of my body, it was never a realistic thing in my head. Like I never thought that I ever could be. So I'm in my head when I was first going, it was like, I'm going for something that seems unachievable. Knowing and believing in yourself, it just goes such a freaking long way, man. It goes such a long way. If you don't believe in yourself, like you're not gonna succeed. And like I had to have belief and to know that this is something that's like achievable. But I mean, I'm just rambling at this point. Say when because in high school I ran, it was like a 20-minute mile. My mile was shit. And I don't know if we can get this video up.
1 mile.
I think that was insane. When I got my mile up to the 5-minute mark, that was crazy. It's just pushing yourself. Like you don't really know what you can do until you're like legit, you go until your body quits. Because your mind quits 40% before your body would. So it's not knowing what's possible and trying to achieve that is, I'd probably say, one of the biggest tests for me. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Probably a short ass video. I don't know. Again, this post hasn't even been up that long. I just don't have patience, so I just thought I would start firing off the ones that have been sent. But if you want me, I would love to keep doing a video like this. I'm not gonna ramble too long. In the comments right now, Instagram, all that's in there. If you got any questions, anything related, I'm willing to answer it. But yeah, enough of me talking, and get out of here.